Paramahamsa Nithyananda, a rare living incarnation, is named among the world's 100 most spiritually influential personalities today. Paramahamsa Nithyananda has been placed alongside Dalai Lama, Nelson Mandela, Oprah Winfrey, Paulo Coelho and others by Mind, Body, Spirit, the world's top esoteric magazine from Watkins, London's oldest and largest bookstore. A yogi by birth, he has been expressing his power of enlightenment since birth. He has authored more than 500 books in Tamil and English. Translations of these books are available in 26 languages in Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Hindi, Sanskrit, Gujarati, Oriya, Bengali, Marathi, French, Malay, Polish, Portuguese, Italian, German, Danish, Spanish, Russian and Chinese. He is also an exemplary speaker with over 10,000 hours of profound life solutions through his discourses. Social services such as Annadan, free medical care, free educational services with ashrams, schools, temples, hospitals established in more than 140 places around the world, offering exceptional services. A powerful spiritual healer who has healed millions of people of diseases from migraine to cancer. A Kriya Yogi who has formulated Kriyas for physical health and mental well-being, benefiting thousands. A living master who offers practical solutions for our everyday problems. He is the founder and spiritual head of Nithyananda Dhyanapeetham, a spiritual powerhouse who has revived the sacred Vedic tradition by establishing Vedic temples in places like Los Angeles, San Jose, Seattle, Toronto, Ohio, Oklahoma, Phoenix, St. Louis, Malaysia, Brazil, Paris, Guadeloupe, Dallas, New York, New Jersey, Atlanta, Calgary, Vancouver, Singapore, and places in India like Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Tiruvannamalai. A spiritual guru for 10 million followers, an incarnation who transmits the highest spiritual energy through initiation, a contemporary yogi who has revived the Vedic science of yoga worldwide through thousands of yoga centers, an adept in Ashtamaha-siddhis, mystical yogic powers, who has effortlessly awakened the Kundalini of thousands and graced them with spiritual powers, a dynamic young guru who is an inspiration for thousands of youngsters, India's most watched spiritual guru online, a beacon of spiritual light who has triumphed over the forces of religious terrorism and political persecution. Paramahamsa Nithyananda is an eternal Kalpataru, blessing the world with the boons of material abundance and spiritual enlightenment. He is the 293rd Pontiff of the world's most ancient Hindu organization, Madurai Adinam.
Nithyanandaya swagatam, anandanubhavaswadam, sarvaroga nivarakam, vande papa vinashaktam. Nithyanandaya swagatam, nityamuktam nirvikalpam, dhyanaloka pradipakam, vande shantamayam bandham. Nithyanandaya swagatam, anandagandha sancharam, sarvopadhi vinirmuktam.
सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् ज्ञानसम्बन्धाचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्.
Today just the basic, simple science of spiritual healing. the subtle energy is a phenomenon experienced, described, consciously used in all mystical traditions of the world. All mystical traditions, all spiritual traditions, please understand, all religions has two components. One, they are mystical and spiritual core tradition, and social and political rules. All religions which has a mystical and spiritual core knows the science of subtle energy and spiritual healing. They know, they experienced, consciously used the spiritual healing science. In the Vedic tradition, it is called prana, that subtle energy. We call it prana shakti. In China, it is called chi. In Japan, they call it ki. So many names are used. Even in the native Hawaiian tradition, they have a name for it. They know the science. Native American tradition, even they have name and special techniques and process to consciously use this subtle energy. In all mystical and spiritual traditions, this subtle energy is experienced, understood, consciously used for creating medical miracles in the body and mind and extraordinary happenings in the situation. Understand? There's the same energy. When it is used on the body and mind, whatever alterations happens, the extraordinary happenings happens, is called healing, the medical miracle. If the same energy is used on the matter outside, whatever extraordinary happenings happen is called miracles. It's the same energy in a different way. Let me explain first the dimension of spiritual healing. I want to tell you exactly what happens during the healing. When I put my hand on somebody, or when they come near me for healing, what happens? Please understand, I do not do anything. I just be. I put my hand on that person so that that person will feel comfortable. Will feel I attended him, I am attending him. Exactly what happens I will describe. His being is raised to the vibration of my being. Please understand, everything is made out of molecules. Molecules are made out of atoms. Atoms are made out of something called subatomic particles, so quarks. Subatomic particles. So quarks are nothing but energy field. And the energy field which keeps all these quarks tied together, that gives the form of solid form to anything which exists. Please understand. The other day I was reading an article, very beautifully they describe what Shiva Sutras and Patanjali Yoga Sutras are describing. See, the energy field which keeps all these quarks together, that is responsible for these forms and solid entities, however solid it may look, it is made out of subatomic particles, quarks, which are energy fields. And the energy field which keeps all of them together is responsible for things appearing as they are appearing. Whether it is a human body or animal body or this wall or this mic or this chair, anything. By nature, the energy fields have the tendency, whenever it is brought near the higher energy field, it just raises itself to that energy field and starts vibrating in that same vibration. That article beautifully describes with so many examples. If you play sound A in piano and keep the guitar near without doing anything, just this vibration, exactly the guitar also will create the sound A. And if you keep the pendulum clocks, 5 o'clock on the same wall, in few days you will see all the clocks, all the pendulums are moving in unison. Maybe in few hours, not even few days. In the same way, that vibrating fork, if you bring the other fork which is not vibrating, just no movements, just bring it near, it will start vibrating. I can give you hundreds of examples. Whenever you are brought near the higher frequency, higher vibration, higher conscious being, suddenly you are lifted to that consciousness, to that vibration, to that frequency. That is why again and again and again, how much ever you try, you should tell about all your problems when you come near me. Suddenly they disappear. It is not that you tried once and it happens. How many times you try? Come near. Suddenly either you forget or they look, there are no more problems. They are not there. They are not that important to your inner space. They lose their power over you because you are raising to the higher consciousness. They lose their power over you.
Kailash, the abode of Shiva. Explore the peak of mystery with Paramahamsa Nithyananda, a living enlightened master, and travel to the most sacred pilgrimage destination on earth. Added bonus, a visit to Madurai is added to the itinerary of the full trip with Swamiji after returning from Kailash. For more information or to register, visit n-yatras.nithyananda.org or write us at n.yatras@nithyananda.org.
Whatever exists as sound. Again and again Upanishad says, Nada Brahman. From the Nada, the sound, the existence expresses itself. The other day I was telling, everything is made out of molecules. Molecules are made out of atoms. Atoms are made out of something called subatomic particles, quarks. It is the Nada, sound, which acts as energy field which keeps the quarks together, which binds quarks together and retains the solid form, an object, matter. So nada is the ingredient which is responsible for mud to remain as pot. Whatever you see, the reason for it to remain in its shape, nada is responsible. The sound, the vibration, when it comes from the pure source, uncreated, it's called anahata. In each one of us, the ability to listen to anahata exists, uncreated sound. See, if a sound is created by two things striking each other, if it happens because of two things hitting each other, it is called ahata. Anahata means the sound which is created by not two things striking each other. Anahata. Two things, without two things hitting each other. If the sound is created, it is called anahata dvani. The pure source of sound, anahata dvani, when that anahata gets mixed with these quarks, subatomic particles, it retains the quarks in different forms through its energy binding. So that is responsible for matter to exist, the solid to exist. So your body is made out of quarks and the nada. Nada is the energy field which keeps the quarks together. So your body can exist as it exists now. The subatomic particle quarks is the bindu, the life energy, and nada is the force which creates energy field. Unless the nada acts as a binding force, bindu has no action. Nothing is possible by the bindu. The sound is responsible for what you are. So sound is responsible for the sickness you carry, whether physically or mentally. If the energy field which binds the quarks is responsible for your disease and depression, if that energy field is altered, naturally the disease and depression will be cured, healed. Understand? By its very nature, quarks has no disease. It's pure consciousness. Only nada is responsible for the disease or health, depression or expression. So it is nada is responsible. You can work only on nada. You cannot work on bindu. Bindu is beyond consumption, the pure consciousness. So all healing systems works on nada. Any healing happens only when the work happens on nada. You can work only on nada, you cannot work on bindu. It's a basic truth. So all healings happens on the energy of nada. So, two ways you can work on nada. One, creating the right sound and repairing the wounded nada. That is what is done through mantra. Or taking your disturb nada structure to a being where anahata is continuously happening, in that very silence, your wounded nada structure gets healed, realigned, reorganized, restructured. One important thing, if it happens through the right sound, only the physical healing and mental healing happens. Whatever vibration sounds were created, the effect of that happens in the system. If there is a wound, if there is a sound, that sound heals the wound. When your wounded nada structure goes near the anahata structure, not only your whole body and mind goes through complete restructuring and transformation, even your brain, your cognition goes through rewiring and your consciousness gets awakened. That is why the Master's presence, the intense soundless sound, the vibrant silence, the vibration of anahata dvani is considered as sarvaroha nivarani, the healing method for all possible diseases. All possible diseases are healed just by the vibrant silence of a living master, the anahata dvani. Intense sound or intense silence comes from anahata, the uncreated sound, heals the body, heals the mind, rewires the brain, transforms consciousness. All the sounds created from anahata dvani is called mantra. And anahata dvani as it is called nada brahma. The word mantra means, there is a beautiful two explanations for mantra. Mantra is that which protects those who reflect on it. That which helps to cross the mind is mantra. See, one explanation, when you meditate on it, it helps you, is mantra. That is what I call the sounds created out of anahata dvani. The second meaning, which helps you to cross the mind itself, that is what I call anahata dvani itself, not the sounds out of anahata dvani, the very anahata dvani. Mantra has two meanings, the sounds out of anahata dvani and the very anahata dvani. Nada, nada brahma. Everything is possible by nada.
Pratyaksha Pada Puja. Offer your gratitude to the lotus feet of Paramahamsa Nithyananda. Pratyaksha Pada Puja is a rare opportunity in a lifetime to express your surrender and gratitude directly at the feet of the Master, daily at 7 a.m. Indian Standard Time. You can register for e-Pada Puja online and you can receive individual darshan and blessings after the puja. You can send your blessings request at ntv.nithyananda.org or call 91-97422-03311. Make the best use of this rare opportunity to be in the space of the living enlightened Master.
have some researches and research reports. But before seeing the scientific researches, let us understand these two words, karma and healing. In Vedic tradition, there is no good karma or bad karma. Karma, that's all. Whatever you are not able to make it part of your life, your understanding, is bad karma. Whatever you are able to assimilate and make it as part of you is good karma. Please understand, it's like this. The projector. Some scenes are projected through the projector on the screen. Sometimes the light is too big. Only some 70% is falling on the screen and the 20% is falling 30% is falling outside the screen. The screen is life. The projector light is karma. Whatever is falling inside the screen is good karma. Whatever is falling outside the screen is bad karma. So now what to do to make the whole thing as good karma? Just expand the size of the screen. Expand your understanding about life. Understand, whatever can fall inside your screen, the screen means your experience about life, is good. Whatever is falling out, whatever you are not able to grasp as part of your life, is called bad. Now, all you need to do to integrate karma, see, please understand, as long as there is a good karma and bad karma, healing can never happen. There will be one part of karma constantly hurting you, haunting you. Just expand your understanding about life. Enemies make you strong. Really, I tell you. Understand about life. You will expand the screen. The whole projector scene will fall on you. There is nothing called bad karma. That is what I call surrender. Expanding your understanding about life. Because life is an unpredictable happening. When you are ready to expand the screen, means your understanding about life, your experience about life, whole thing falls inside the screen. There is no bad karma. Understand, bad karma is the projector light falling outside the screen. Projector light is a karma. Your understanding about life is a screen. Just expand it. I tell you. The weight which you lift is karma. The pain which you feel is bad karma. The muscle which you build is good karma. If you have the understanding, the pain is part of the muscle getting built, there is no bad karma. There is no pain. Then suddenly you will see, whole thing is good. The enemies who attack is karma. The richness which you became, the strength which you became is good karma. The pain you go through at that time is bad karma. But if you understand the richness, the strength, the extraordinary strength happens because of the pain which you go through at those moments of insecurity. When you understand that, there is no bad karma. Whole thing becomes life. never avoid insecurity, never avoid enemies. That is the ultimate lesson. Just stand and stare. Nothing else. Don't blink. There is no bad karma. There is no bad karma, I tell you. The moment you understand, see this simple example, lifting weight, that is karma. The pain which you feel in the muscles is bad karma. And the muscles which gets built, gets strengthened, is good karma. Getting strengthened, the muscle getting built, the beauty and strength comes because of the pain. Understanding about life. When that happens, the pain is no more a bad karma. No? Life is conflict model. The geometry of life is conflict model. Understanding, just constantly go on expanding the understanding muscle. See, just like how these bodybuilders go on using the weight and expand the muscles, even with little pain. Same way, go on adding the understanding as weight in your hand and expand the muscle of your life, the screen of your life. See, unless you have the weight in your hand and work out and allow the pain in your muscle can't expand. You can't build the body. Same way, unless this understanding is a weight, take it in your hand, understanding about life, expand every moment your life with this understanding. Life's geometry is conflict model. There is no clear-cut left, right, square, rectangle, quadrangle, circle, triangle. Go on expanding your consciousness, muscle of your consciousness, with this weightlifting, with this understanding as a weight. You will build your consciousness. You will build your life. Just like bodybuilding, we can say this is a science of life building, science of consciousness building. People spend so much time on bodybuilding. They need to understand and spend at least little time on consciousness building. On life building. If you understand karma, healing happens immediately. Whether it is good or bad, all rivers flow into the ocean and disappears into the ocean. Ocean never overflows or reduces. It neither dries nor overflows. There is no such thing as bad karma if you understand karma. The moment you understand karma, healing simply happens. Simply, spontaneously and naturally, healing happens.
Nitya Kriya, restoring Hatha Yoga to the world. A series of healing yogic processes revealed by Paramahamsa Nithyananda to care and cure for diseases and disorders. Practice Nitya Kriya and awaken your Kundalini energy. To find out more, visit www.nithyananda.org/nitya-kriyas.
Yesterday was a very important day. First time the stem cell was sent into human being's body in US in modern times for healing and research purposes. Of course, when I say the word in modern times, I mean in ancient times, Indians know this science, and stem cell not only research, the science was highly evolved, the science which was applied every day. Yesterday I was seeing the presentation from many doctors in Missouri. They were talking about why the stem cell research should not be banned in Missouri. They were explaining how the stem cells, they become many, and the healing or recreation of a certain organ. Not only repairing, recreation certain organs, how it happens. They are presenting how it happens, but they are not able to answer why it happens, because only there are some cells decide to become more and more, and only early stem cells can become different organs like a liver, intestine, heart. Only they can get converted into different organs. What is the energy which makes stem cells to become many, and which is responsible to create early stem cells? Means the stem cells which are ready to become different organs. This is two different things. All stem cells which become many does not become different organs. So to become different organs, we need some separate quality, early stem cells. They are studying all this. They are able to logically explain how it happens, but they are not able to explain what is the force which makes this happen. Understand? It's almost like reproducing. I consciously meditated and scanned why a stem cell gets reproduced. Very beautifully Upanishad describes why the one became many. If you understand why the one became many, you will understand why stem cell one becomes many. In the cosmos, macrocosm, the compassion and the feeling, let me enjoy myself, is responsible for one to become many. In the microcosm, see, when the macrocosmic emotions, experiences reflect in microcosm, they assume different quality and different name, but the same reflection. Like a Paramatma became Atma. The cosmic mind becoming your mind. The Hiranyagarbha becoming your brain. Hiranyagarbha is the place where the cosmic brain, cosmic archives, becoming your own brain. The stem cell being sent into human body for research and healing. This is going to open many doors. Very soon, the conscious side of stem cell reproduction, healing through stem cell, will be revealed to the world. When they prove, all of you will know, they prove what Swamiji revealed. That's the reason today itself I am revealing. You will see very soon, scientifically they will prove, a person when he experiences devotion, sweetness of devotion. Immediately in his system, the stem cell reproduction becomes intense. When he tries to practice surrender, letting go, immediately the early stem cells are produced in his system. Those early stem cells directly become different organs, like a liver, intestine, heart, lungs, whatnot. I'll go on be revealing some more deeper truths on technology of healing. Scientific research and their conclusion. Electromagnetic energy combines with human DNA to produce stem cells, they declare. That electromagnetic energy is created in you due to devotion. And some more researches where they prove that stem cells are produced which can grow into any organ like a healing bank in our body. Maybe I can call that healing bank is what we call good karmas, the surrender biomemory, the devotion biomemory. If you meditate and practice devotion, sadhana, the young age, that becomes a healing bank in your system. Whenever needed, the organs and systems use those energy and stem cells are produced. The longevity or the healthy old age, graceful old age. All this happens just because of devotion and surrender. I tell you, in the young age, how you spend time in creating money for your retirement time, same way create good karma, healing bank in your body for your old age and graceful aging.
Dial the avatar. Paramahamsa Nithyananda answers your questions live during the daily morning satsang every day at 7:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time. We invite you to directly talk to Swamiji and receive his blessings for your life to be filled with bliss and all the auspiciousness. Dial the avatar at 918027279999 extension 129.
I tell you exactly what happens during the Kundalini awakening, You may think, why these people are rolling on the ground? Actually, your identity, that individual ego, possesses your body at one point, either in one chakra, Muladhara or Manipuraga or Anahata, some one chakra. When the Kundalini gets awakened, the energy experience starts happening in many spots of your body. Suddenly in the knee it will start happening, in the fingertips it will start happening, on the hair it will start happening. So the whole body becomes alive, independently intelligent. That is why so much of healing happens when the Kundalini is awakened. See, if you have some problem in the liver, when the liver becomes independently intelligent, it does not wait for the brain to heal the liver.
It does not wait for the other bodies to cooperate. It just gets healed by itself. It says, I am getting healed. It's declaring its independence. So each part independently starts declaring its health. Actually, in each part declares its health. Getting healed is very easy. If the disease is collective, only then it becomes huge work. When each part says, I am getting healed, I am becoming healthy, I am not interested in listening to you. So each fellow becomes responsible for himself. That is why so much of healing happens along with this Kundalini awakening.
Every moment the samskaras and experiences you had, strategic decisions you make are responsible for your future. So analyzing your past and healing your future, learning the lessons from your past, analyzing your past and healing your past and learning the lessons from past is a right and best way to create a right strategy for the future. Understand, this is an important fact. You need to understand. A very important truth. Healing the past means nothing but learning the lessons from past life incidents which you were supposed to learn when that happened to you, but because you did not have awareness, you just dumped it. It's like every meal you eat, you are supposed to digest, and all the unnecessary fat should leave your system. But if you don't have that much of intelligence and awareness to send them out of your body, for some reason, just you pack it and dump it in your body, saying that later on I will use it, or later on I will see this file. That accumulated file is a fact. Same way, any incident happens in front of you in your life, if you just deal with awareness, so all the lessons you need to learn will become energy in you, all the things not necessary will just leave your mind over. It's just like a digestion process. But when you are not having enough awareness and passions, you just dump all that incident inside as an engram and think later on we'll take care. That stored engram which has not become intelligence in you is the past wounds. Now, relieving them with intelligence, then naturally it will all be digested. The energy part will become energy and the intelligence and wisdom. The unnecessary part will just automatically disappear from your system. This is what I call healing the past. Healing the past means digesting them and making them as a wisdom or whatever unnecessary, releasing them from your system. Whenever you come near the Master and he raises your frequency, whatever is forgotten in you, understand, they are not worthy of living. They are not part of you. But if you give importance to that part which is lost or forgotten near Master's presence, you will be joining with the wrong group. You are giving power to the wrong side. When you give power to the wrong side, you do not allow you to stay in that higher frequency. You do not allow the healing to happen. And mind creates all kinds of doubts. How can healing happen? How can this be possible? Understand? Sometimes I request people who come for healing to stay here for a few days. Every day I will be touching them only once. In the morning Sarvadarshan. They will ask, can I go back to my house in Bangalore and come back every day? Tell them, no, stay here. Not that I am going to be giving healing for them 2-3 times a day. They will ask, even if I stay here, I will meet only once you. Tell them, no, not for me healing. That will happen only once. But if you go there, you will be losing the energy, and because you are constantly going to be supporting the other side. They will create all kinds of doubts in you. See, it is such a subtle process of raising you to the higher frequency. It's almost like you have a hologram about you in you. I have a hologram about me in me. Understand? Your conscious mind processes only 400 bits of information per second. But your unconscious mind processes 11 million bits of information per second. 411 million. See the fight. It's not fair. Human beings shouldn't have been put in such worse misery. See, your consciousness processes only 400 bits of information. Unconscious processes 11,000 bits of information. So your hologram about you stays in your unconscious. Slowly, when you come near me, my hologram works on that hologram. And the subtle suggestions are given to your hologram. And it is asked to relax, dismantle itself. So this hologram can suggest, can help. Come on, see here. You are born to be healthy.
Nithyananda Radio Podcast, Life Solutions on the Go, with enlightening and entertaining segments each week in the form of breakthrough talks, meditation techniques, interviews, and more. Nithyananda-radio.podomatic.com.
First, I wanted to say few basic truths about the spiritual healing scientifically. See, the other day, I was reading an article by Dr. Bruce Lipton, who has done some of the breakthrough scientific discoveries connecting the science and spirituality. In his article, he is quoting a term called entanglement from quantum physics. In quantum physics, there is a term entanglement. Means, when one energy source entangles with another, they interfere with each other. This interference can be highly positive and transformative and harmonious. Please understand. If one energy source comes in contact with another, if one energy source entangles with another, they interfere with each other. That interference can be harmonious and highly positive and transforming. Another one physicist, Amit Goswami, he published an article in Physics Journal. In that, he very clearly proves entanglement directly affects human beings. Please understand, entanglement affects human beings. There are thousands of examples for entanglement. If you have some 200 pendulum clocks put on one wall, the wall can be any length. It does not need to be within certain length. It can be like China wall, any length. If you have few hundred pendulum clocks, put hundreds of pendulum clocks and start them all at different times. See, within next few minutes, all the pendulums will swing in synchronicity. Exactly, this is what happens when you come in the breathing space of the healer. Please understand. When you come in my breathing space, this is what happens. Suddenly, your mind gets entangled with my no mind. I wanted to tell you, entanglement is only in the thought level. If your mind entangles with my no mind, it is entanglement, thought level. Next, please understand, if your muscle memory gets entangled with my muscle memory, that is called entrainment. If your biomemory gets entangled with my biomemory, it's called enlightenment. Entanglement can move to entrainment, then entrainment can become enlightenment. You need to know a few things. How this healing happens. See, healing happens in the entanglement level. Kundalini awakening happens in the entrainment level. Levitation happens in deeper than entrainment. I can say momentary enlightenment. This is very important truth. This truth about the entanglement, because this opens many doors, many possibilities, many understandings. How I heal through healers? Because all my healers are pendulum clocks. Any other broken, little altered pendulum clock, I add it in one wall. Both clocks start swinging synchronicity. Understand? That's all. Each one of my healer is my pendulum clock. If you are little broken, disturbed pendulum clock, if both are hung in one breathing space, your pendulum also starts vibrating, moving. The same tune. And A living, practicing healer, please understand, living, practicing healer is continuously in entanglement with me. He may be wherever he is. A living, practicing healer is continuously entangled with me. This is what I call physiology of feeling connection. A practicing healer, the healer who lives whatever I am teaching, as long as he retains the feeling connection, the very physiology becomes different. Entanglement means two persons falling in tune with same thought. Entrainment means two persons falling in tune with the same idea. Enlightenment means two persons uniting beyond ideas. When you unclutch, you are entangled with me. This again opens a huge door. Then is the thoughts of a healer going to affect us? I say yes. That is why I am telling you, go to a person only who is thoughtless and beyond mind. Receive only from enlightened being. And all my healers, during the moment of healing, because they are entangled with me, they represent me, and it is equivalent to you receiving healing directly from me. You don't need to worry at all, doubt at all about my healers. Understand? This is the physiology of feeling connection. When you have a feeling connection, your very physiology is different. And feeling connection has its own physiology. When you have feeling connection, your physiology is different. Feeling connection itself has its own physiology. One more thing you need to know. All the doctors, even allopathy doctors, need to raise their energy level high. Otherwise, when you treat the patient, when the patient feels respectful, feeling connection with you, you are going to entangle yourself with the patient. If you don't raise your energy to a higher level, you are going to get the patient's disease to you. Understand, entanglement can be negative also. If you are not energetic enough to protect yourself, if you do not have a direct protection of an enlightened being or higher frequency, if you don't have higher entanglement, only lower entanglements in your life, you are bound to fall sick. In the grown-up countries, they are suffering because they are not able to dispose the garbage. One city collects from the whole city and dumps it to another one village. That village collects and dumps it to another one village. They collect it and dump it in another one city. Same way only the so-called grown-up societies are suffering, unable to dump the inner garbage. The housewife collects everything and dumps on the husband. Husband collects everything and dumps on the psychiatric doctor. Psychiatric doctor collects and dumps everything on another one, his psychiatric doctor. His psychiatric doctor do not know where to go and dump. The dumping garbage has become a big problem for the humanity in grown-up countries. Not only external, internal also. Dumping the inner garbage. without creating any societal, environmental, pollution, side effect and after effect is deity worship. Each deity energized, which went through the prana pratishtha process, is in entanglement with higher consciousness. That is what I prove when I materialize. See, when a devotee can receive vibhuti or kumkum and materialize, same thing. The deity also receives vibhuti, kumkum and materializes. How? When somebody's kundalini is awakened, when somebody is initiated as a healer, is in entanglement with me, same way the deity is also in entanglement with me. Once the prana pratishtha is done, that deity is continuously in entanglement with that superconsciousness. Entanglement is the most powerful way. Entangling yourself with an enlightened being is the most easiest and powerful way to raise yourself to the higher level and get enlightened. I can give you a simple technique to have entanglement with me. Just morning, sit in the satsang, that's all. Every day morning satsang itself is entanglement with me. Understand? The science of entanglement, entrainment and enlightenment proves the spiritual healing. See, in the entanglement level, physical healing happens. In the entrainment level, mental transformation happens. In the enlightenment level, conscious explosion happens. If you are in the entanglement level, just physical healing happens. If you are in the entrainment level, means muscle memory, doing what I am saying, the transformation happens. If you are in the enlightenment level, just melting, the very mystical doors of life opens and the enlightenment, conscious explosion happens. And my every satsang is programmed, I can say, entanglement enabled. The constant entanglement happens. That is why many times, the ideas which you never heard directly from my mouth or from the discourse, you will be telling to others. You would have heard only 5 ideas. But when you expand it to others, explain it to others, when others question you, you will have 25 ideas coming out of you. You may be thinking, where did I get this? Entanglement. If you get 5 ideas from me verbally and talk 10 to others, you are in entanglement level. If you get only 1 idea from me and talk 100 to others, you are in entrainment level. You just saw me and started exploding. You are in enlightenment level. Entanglement is a very important basic truth. You need to understand the science of healing. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share and explode in eternal bliss. Nithyananda.
Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bangalore 562109. Contact 0974220331. www.nithyananda.org. www.youtube.com/lifeblissfoundation.
Welcome to Inner Awakening, the most powerful personal transformation retreat you could ever experience. In just 21 days, thousands are already experiencing the shortest route to constantly high energy levels, visible anti-aging, healing of chronic diseases, fulfilling relationships, and higher states of consciousness. What is the secret behind this transformation?
Kundalini means the inner potential energy. Once it is awakened, opens the different doors for the conscious experience in you. I can say which is a master key for all extraordinary spiritual experiences.
This extraordinary program is conducted personally by Paramahamsa Nithyananda in the vibrant atmosphere of Nithyananda Dhyanapitham Ashram. Open yourself to the benefits of Nitya Yoga and practical meditation. Experience physical and mental healing. Discover simple ways to handle life with success. Above all, enjoy individual darshan and blessings from Paramahamsa Nithyananda every day. Take 21 days for yourself and carry home the transformation of a lifetime.